So I wanted to make a quick, brief note about the different ways to write the autodissociation water, because I may write it slightly differently, and certainly in other classes and other textbooks, it gets written sort of interchangeably in two different ways. The first way is the explicit way, and that's the way we've been talking about so far, where we literally have a water molecule reacting with another water molecule to make hydronium and hydroxide, and the green arrows here just represent the various acid conjugate base pairs. The implicit way to write this, rather than being super clear about what it's reacting with, is just to simply have one water molecule as the reactant dissociating into its respective ion, which looks like this. So we just have water auto-dissociates here, but instead of writing explicitly that it's reacting with itself, we just imply that it is and write out H plus and hydroxide. And here, the H plus and the hydronium ion are interchangeable, and of course the hydroxides are interchangeable. And the sort of result here is that, for Kw, this would be hydronium times hydroxide, and for the less explicit way, instead of hydronium, we would just have H plus. These are both absolutely correct. Both are used heavily. The latter is just a shorthand version of that, in the same way that I talked about when we were first talking about in an earlier video, writing strong acids. I could write something like H2SO4 in this sort of implicit manner, which was just the dissociation into protons, or I could have written this up more explicitly and said that's reacting in water to make the hydronium ion plus HSO4. So these examples are completely analogous, where in this case we have the H plus and hydronium as the same and the HSO4 minus. So there's not any huge implications here. I just want you to make sure you're comfortable with the notation of H plus interchangeably with hydronium ion, and it doesn't actually change the equilibrium. It doesn't change how you solve problems at all. Everything else is super clear, but it may throw you off if I didn't tell you that this is exactly the same. So fear not if you have seen this already in the videos that I've mentioned.